Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Movie Feuds, the show that lets you decide some of the biggest debates in movie history. Well, good you're here.
I'm dying. Listen to me.
We have been for a long time. This week, Adam and I are taking on the Harry Potter movie, Deathly Hallows Part 1.
I love this movie. It's so good. I can't wait to watch it again when I get home.
What is with you and the blue shirts? This is like your third week in a row with blue shirts.
I'm expressing how I feel.
I'm not a big fan of the Harry Potter series.
Wow!
I said it.
We're having
I'm not a big fan of the entire
fun.
Harry Potter. I can't say that I hate all of the movies. I actually like Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
I thought the first one, The Sorcerer's Stone, was good.
What? What? That's like the lamest one. Are you 7?
I was when this movie came out. But over time, this is just getting to be more and more of a cash grab here. Let me just pause here for a second. I understand, writers, that you can put Part 1 and Part 2 on the title of the movies, but you don't have to have the entire movie feel like it's just Part 1. I thought this was going to be...
I was pausing.
Oh, I get it. I felt like this whole thing was just begging to say, there's a Part 2 coming, there's a Part 2 coming, there's a Part 2 coming. All of a sudden, I'm an hour into the movie and nothing has happened.
Expellees, shut the hell up. In the first hour alone, we find out a lot of pivotal things. I mean, Hermione's got to wash her parents' memory away, wipe them clean. She never existed. That's got more impact than that alone.
All downhill from there.
You got a wedding going on. You got this movie starts out on the rails with a lot of the key characters coming into Harry's life to get him the hell out of there. Polyjuice, baby. Polyjuice.
For those of you who haven't taken Polyjuice potion before, fair warning, it tastes like goblin piss.
I have lots of experiences with that, dear Maddo. Just trying to diffuse the tension.
Here's the first plot hole. All the characters come into the room and they're trying to protect Harry Potter and they all transform into Harry Potter because that's going to throw the scent off, you know? Why doesn't Harry Potter just transform into one of them? End of discussion. That's
not even how, Harry eventually gets found out. It's because Hedwig flew out, saved his life, and because Harry is kind of a pansy and always does stupefy as his wand spell.
That's plot hole number 2. The way he actually does get found out is Hermione just puts this little spell on him just to mess up his face a little bit. Well, that's all great, but it's Harry Potter. Anybody can see that. There's no liberty needs to be taken here. He looks just like it.
It's questionable. You look at him, you got Malfoy, he's not entirely sure, and you see you feel some sympathy for this character. This is the first time Draco has shown that, I'm in a terrible situation. I'm gonna kind of help Harry out this time and not rat him out, It's chaos over there at the Malfoy Manor. They don't want to screw up any more than they already have. It's just one big bowl of drama after another in this movie. They're constantly under attack.
That is not even close to true. The entire movie is just based around Harry Potter and Hermione. I mean, that's it.
And then all of a sudden, Weasley brothers, boom, gets his ear blown off within the first half hour of the movie.
Everything you're talking about happens in the first 20 minutes. And from there, it just downhill. I mean, Ron Weasley, all of a sudden he just like disappears, he gets in a fight and he leaves. Yeah. Then he comes back like 45 minutes later and saves the day. Like, all you see for that entire span is just Harry Potter, Hermione just going around camping in different places. It's dumb and it's really... I actually don't know what happened there because I fell asleep.
The camping stuff is some of my favorite scenes in the movie. Great cinematography, great landmarks going on. They go through a lot of cool locations, like you see the...
It's just a geography lesson. That's all it is. It's like National Geographic.
You see the cool shot of some of the Death Eaters just flying over the field. They're at ground zero right now. Like, everything's under attack. These kids don't even know what to do anymore. They're on their own, and no one's going to help them but themselves. Emotions are running high. Intensity's at all-time max. Yeah, Ron Weasley leaves because he can't handle the pressure. That's his character. They stay true to it.
The entire thing is just 2 people sitting around, having coffee, talking to each other, playing games, dancing.
It's grounded in reality.
You know, for some reason they dance to like an old Broadway play or some 20s music.
That's one of the most powerful scenes in the movie.
You know, I don't know what hour or what day of time this is supposed to be, but there's, you know, all it is just constant boredom.
The dance sequence is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It's not even in the book. They added it, and I think it's great. It's these two friends coming together. They are just screwed out of their mind, trying to find these Horcruxes. They don't know where they're at. I mean, what are they supposed to do? So they embrace each other, not in a lover's way, but in a friend's way, and understanding is taking place.
And of course, you know, here comes Ron Weasley back again, and what does he find in this mystical creature and underneath the water? Oh, the sword! Oh, happy that they finally found the sword. It's kind of coincidental that they were just camping right next to it all this time, but hey, you know, that's not for us to judge.
I've heard references online and in reviews that say this is the Empire Strikes Back of the Potter series, and I fully agree.
Get out.
I fully agree. It's a pivotal turning point. There's so much going on, so much drama, so excitement.
I wish I had a spell to shut you up right now. This is probably one of the least compelling Harry characters that we've seen throughout any of the movies, and this is one that's based solely on his character.
In number 2, he's like 10 and he kills a basilisk in a sewer. How is that realistic? Like, this movie is at least grounded in some form of reality.
As Harry Potter grows older, his character is getting less compelling.
Oh my gosh. This movie's got great action scenes too, along with the drama. Besides the Ministry of Magic scene and that opening chase scene I mentioned earlier, you have the Snatcher chase scene through the woods. You got a huge pivotal scene. If you haven't seen the movie, don't listen to this, but, you know, Dobby dies, tear trickle down the cheek for him. I mean, just a touching scene that they can make this CGI character so lifelike and so meaningful.
The best acting in the entire movie comes from that CGI character. This movie just bored the heck out of me.
Just grasping at straws. Some Cory grasping at straws.
Well, let's wrap this up, can we?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I mean, alright, so some of you guys out there, I know that there's a lot of Harry Potter fans. We've probably offended you, or maybe I've offended you.
I haven't.
Apparently I've offended Adam here. He's going to take me out back and cast a spell on me later. But we want to hear from you now, so leave us a comment in this video below, or if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment there. Tell us why you love or hate Harry Potter, and what you thought of this movie, and which one of us is right here. Till next time, on Movie Feuds. Let me just pause here for a minute and just say one thing. I understand that you're writing this movie and it's part 1 of part 2, but just because you put part... Alright, do that. I was going to segue, but I'm not. Let me just pause here for a second. I understand that's what you do when you've got a lot of boobs. Let me just pause here for a second. I understand that there's... Hold on, I'm going to do that just let me go. I understand that's what you... I'm just rude.
This is going to be a fun one to edit too. Thanks, Cory. You're doing really well.
I understand that there's like a bazillion books.
There's 7.
But I don't understand why they have to do like every movie literally into a book.
What?
What is going on here?
It's literally in the book.